Hi everyone, welcome back to Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader, episode 49. We are in this month, we've just done a set of prophecy, and we're just nearly leveled up. One thing I did notice, now I've got a profit factor of 45, so let's see how that affects things. Freebies we can get from people with reputation. Also had a few battles. I wonder if the rep of the Imperial Navy's gone up, which would be nice to get better gear as well. Maybe I should level up a Dira, Heinrich and stuff, just in case. Maybe. So, level 5 now in the Imperial Navy. Only 800 points on level 6. So I could get these. That's the short range ones. 5 doing 27. Well, that's at least 50 for that, so there's no point in doing that. I've only got 45 profit factor, which is still a lot. Shield array. Take it. And another shield array, an engine, some plating. That's much better. Balance battery, 60 to 70. Wow, it's medium range instead of long range. It's got a wide firing arc, which is probably better. This plasma 4 times 19. I've got 5 times 19 at the moment. Um, 421. I've got one of those. I don't have 50. So I don't really need to upgrade that yet. Okay, let's have a look at Visa, Fellowship of the Void, grenades, chainwheel, auto pistol. May move without provoking attacks of opportunity if not at least 50% of the wounds. That's not bad for Heinrichs, I guess. He's going to be more melee person. That's a pyromancy thing. That's the standard thing for bounty hunters. What? Would that apply to anybody? Does that give the bounty hunter thing to somebody else? Brilliant, but not bad. Plus 1 rate of fire. There's a small one-handed shotgun. Okay. Nothing's really shouting out to me here. Relicka. What are they doing? No, I don't have the... Well, I've got the Mind Scrambler here. Plate the boots. Let's charge and stuff. Already got one of those with the precise bolter. Might be better for Argenta. Possibly if I do fusion gun. It's a melter, Odeli melter. Armor pen 60 is a bit tasty. It's not bad. Going around. Our first time in combat. That's not bad either. Heavy Psyker, that's for Heinrich, I guess then. Warp guide stuff. Infusing. 9. That's for buffing ourselves. Stormbolter. Be really good for Cassia, Indira, or myself, because in fact an ally there for me because I do the buffs. Sniper rifle. Just overall better. But I don't have the other factor for that. Explorators. That could be huge. 4. Give that to Argenta. Or she can get 20 per shot. Heavy plasma. Oof. I'll get rate of fire 1. 45 armor pen, 1823. Maybe get that for Pascal. Well, this is actually worth getting into. Deadly repeat, I can get up to here. So, Opticon's a nice boy. Focus melter. It's like a sniper melter. Yeah. Only got a range of 5. Armor pen 70. Okay. And the Drusians. Camaraderie badge. That's melee. Their force are like carapace. could. I'll take that. This is a melee one. Again, that's not bad either. But this is quite heavy melee and a little bit of psyker stuff. Heavy flamer. Not spec'd into that with Argenta, but maybe it might. Well, so Drusians, Explorators, both Footy and Imperial Navy. These two not so much. Let's go to the ship. Do some upgrade. No, components, that's what I wanted. The engine. 13 speed with low acceleration, 12 speed with strong acceleration and braking. Let's put that on. We'll lose one movement length, I guess, but might be to turn faster. 80 points in each sector, doubled against kinetic. 120, 95, doubled against blast. That. No scanners. Armor bit to go on. That's 5 points of damage. And this is straight up 5 and 9 from the front. Long range 3 do 21. Short range 4 do. Because the short range is quite short. Let's be the same. Dorsal 32 to 40, frail 45 to 65, wide 5 and arc 60 to 70. Quick that. And these torpedoes, 5 do 19, 4 do 22, so that's 88. This is 7, no, 95. So it can do slightly more. Four to 19, 4 19s, 5 19s. So why would I ever use those? The Fortis pattern. And 519. 519. So I'll get rid of the Fortis pattern. Keep these, I think. That does do more damage per torpedo, but the torpedoes don't often get shot down, do they? If they do, have one extra get shot. If we get shot once, then so I'm drinking coffee. I think I'll keep what I have. Half my scrap to upgrade the hull. Not by much, but enough. Cannot upgrade. I don't have enough scrap. Okay, well, that was that. Oh, I didn't check people's equipment, did I? God, I'm a dick. I mean, I could pause here, level up Heinrich's Dera, Abelard, and sort out the equipment so you don't have to see it. See me talking to myself for 20 minutes. That's probably a better idea, so I'll do that. Right, that took a lot longer than I thought. Just going through everyone's gear. A couple of things changed around, not much, nothing major. But anyway, let's move on. Let's go to Agathos, Archides. Got Hulk and Voidship remains. I might level off this. Provisions 3. Let me just write that down. Provisions times 3. The rings. Okay, let's go into the rings. The giant rings on the planet's surface can be observed even from orbit. Examine the rings. It's emerged that this planet has a native species of giant insects similar to Terran ants. Just like ants, they sometimes form so-called death spirals, in which one creature follows another without realising they're going in circles. These were the rings discovered by the ship's observers. The strange phenomenon that was originally suspected to be a sign of warp activity or nefarious xenostructure turned out to be a quirk of nature and a tragic one of that. Well, seen from orbit. Fucking hell. Okay. That must be. I just got 200 experience with that. That must be close to 1 experience needed to advance. You cheeky bastards. Okay. Let's go to that. The augurs have detected wreckage in the voidship's vicinity. The exact nature of this wreckage remains unclear. From the source. Augur crew reports that it's registered no evidence of disaster that could have produced such debris. Pick up several pieces. Some of the wreckage is made of plastic, the rest is some unknown material. Studying the fragments further is not impossible due to severe corrosive damage. The non-metallic fragments also bear burn marks. Okay. Void ship remains then. Artificial facility. Master Helmsman Ravor. Lord Captain, the augurs can't determine who the ship we approach belongs to, but telemetry clearly reveals there's an Imperium vessel. The hull is badly damaged, was air in some of the chambers, which means they are hermetically sealed. What are your orders concerning the discovery? Send out the order to prepare my troops for boarding. I will personally take part in the exploratory expedition. We who walk down, this is from recorded by unknown. Just looking up here. We who walk down the same passageway in the same bays day after day, we were born, live and die in the hum of the ship's machines. be forever hunger for the smallest glimpse of another life, for the chance to see the heroes who tirelessly fight for us and the glory of the Imperium. So let's have a tale about the Lord Captain. By the will of the Emperor, the Guardian and Commander of every good and honest soul upon this voidship, the time she boarded a vessel named the Fireborn. The Fireborn? Wasn't that the one that was in Theodore's notes, and we asked people about it? Have you heard of the Fireborn? Like a dead whale cast ashore by the inexorable force of the swell, the wrecked vessel was a confronting sight for its unwitting visitors. Some bays still retained an atmosphere, but there was no life anywhere. Its ship was dead, its machine spirits dissipated into the darkness of space. There was just the husk left, and the rogue trader's crew would become scavengers swarming the carcass of a fallen Leviathan. The captain oversaw the expedition personally. She decided to have Adira feel out of course. An unholy psychic she may be, but even souls as dark as hers submit to the Lord of the Captain's will. With hostile eyes upon her, Adira sank into a trance. When she resurfaced, she reported that the ship had been a victim of the warp. The bridge had suffered worst of all. It was the section that provoked the greatest anxiety and trepidation in the Psyker. The service bay was the least damaged section, although Adira spoke of it in no particular interest. The Lord Captain's next step was to train the penetrating gaze of the auger rays on the damaged ship. Yay, we levelled. The auger's keen eyes scanned the eerie vessel, identifying that the voidship was gravely damaged and was in the process of final erosion. There was very little time to explore it. 3 sectors seemed to have been the least damaged: the bridge, the middle deck, and the service bay. Well, Adira says the bridge got the most warp activity. I guess that's where I'm going. After exchanging a series of trills and warbles in the mysterious ancient language, the tech priests responsible for the augurs reported to the Lord Captain that they had glimpsed signs of valuable components in operation in the service bay. The Lord Captain's next step was turn her attention to the scouts units awaiting instructions. The Lord Captain had decided which of the 3 teams she would lead, which 2 would be entrusted to their officers. Let it be known the names of those honest people who stood before our rogue trader at that moment. The taciturn and grave young Ho Son, whose word was as firm as his handshake. Captain Vesti, whose jokes will be remembered by everyone on decks 3 to 5. Captain Martina, the senior officer of the 3rd unit, known to many as Grey Martina. She'd been leading units back when the current crops of scouts were snot-nosed kids. No one on deck was in any doubt that navigating inside the wrecked ship would be difficult. The units would be separated by kilometres of twisted metal, dead modules devoid of atmosphere, collapsed passageways, and hull breaches the size of a house. The only thing connecting the brave team to be the delicate thread of a vox link. Well, if I'm going for the bridge and Adira says, be careful of that, that's where I'm going. From here on, we relate these events based on what we have learned from the witnesses, the people who accompanied the Lord Captain on the tour of the dread ship. The shuttle started up one after another and dispersed, each heading for a selected target. An hour was spent on cutting through the hull in the freezing vacuum of space, a fussy boarding, and then finally the rogue trader stepped onto the cold, dark deck of the dead ship. The light of the torches revealed a sign in the gloom, Fireborn. After a minute-long exchange with the Foxmaster, who quickly checked the archives, it established that the dead vessel was that of Captain Nova Van Dane, registered at Kiava Gamaport. Every minute spent on board threatened to end in disaster. The ship's days or even hours of existence were numbered. From all sides came the sound of distant crumblings. The floor underfoot trembled every now and then. The Lord Captain hurriedly moved deeper into the compartment when she suddenly felt the slightest puff of air brush against her neck, followed by a soft sigh. Almost as if someone had leaned in close, opened their mouth to whisper a dark, tantalizing secret, and then fallen silent. The only thing was that the Lord Captain stood entirely alone. The Lord Captain summoned all other willpower so as not to succumb to fear. From here on, okay, we've heard that before, that's why it's greyed out a little bit. Where simple mortals would already be trembling and weeping, the rogue trader only gritted her teeth. Shrieks and moans could be heard close by. Others were gripped by the illusion too. Young Ho's son, the unit captain, balked out orders. His team held back their comrades who had fallen victim to the uncanny terror, were struggling to break free and run deeper into a cursed ship. A few minutes passed, and the unit, though scared senseless, was ready to continue. Sound suddenly blared from the Vox, which was tuned to the second unit's frequency. The words sounded muffled, as though the person on the other end wasn't speaking directly into the Vox, but desperately pressing the transmit button while occupied with something else. Never seen anything like it. It's beautiful. Hold on, wait. Is it moving? The words are cut off by strangled wheeze, followed by static. Young Ho Son listened to the transmission, and the final rasp, with a surprisingly calm expression, then pressed the Vox button, and in a similarly calm voice, let loose a stream of florid swearing, which centered on casting aspersions on his interlocutor's intellectual capabilities. Turning to the rogue trader, he remarked, "Apologies, Lord Captain. Captain Vesti from the second unit is well known for his pranks." "Crap, the Lord Captain's with you?" came Vesti's voice from the speakers. Followed immediately by, "My sincere apologies, your ladyship. Just wanted to speak to the guys a little." Don't want to do that. I mean, what he did was really fucking bad. Could have caused untold deaths in the crew. They already spooked. Because I just had to get my group together. Don't tell him he's going to get punished upon the expedition's completion and demand a report on his activities. He reported his unit's foray so far proceeded without incident, mystical or otherwise, they found no survivors from the ship's crew, or bodies for that matter. However, the unit had encountered a problem. The passage leading to the dark section of the arsenal and storage depot was seriously damaged, especially the power cables. Proceeding further could be dangerous. After consulting her officers, the Lord Captain issued new orders for Vesti's unit. Vesti's unit headed off to carry out the orders, while the rogue trader team carried on. After spending several hours wandering down the dead passageways, Young Ho Son's unit and the rogue trader reached the bridge of the Fireborn. The oppressive feeling had not dissipated, and the bulkheads of the ship were steeped in the terror and pain of the people who had vanished without a trace from these decks. On the way there, the unit had found no signs of a struggle or bodies of the crew. That said, only to deepen their unease. After examining the bridge, the scout unit discovered that the captain's principal cogitator was still functional. The final log entry was identified. A damaged picture recorder that no one in the unit was eager to view. Proximity to the cogitator alone was unsettling enough, and each passing second remaining on the bridge became more and more difficult. The Lord Captain took a risk and watched the recording. That's what we hear. The recording contained a message from Captain Nova Van Dane. It was almost impossible to make anything out in the pit, only the captain's hand gripping the edge of the table and the flashes of iridescent light. The captain was speaking crisply, almost calmly, but with also short, almost inaudible breaths, exactly what the rogue trader's team had encountered when they first boarded the ship. It even seemed that those sounds were not coming from the recording, but from the gloom-drenched corners of the bridge itself. cRPG Gamma has fallen. The Fireborn broke orbit under fire from an unknown enemy and left the system, said Captain Van Dane on recording, with a tonal officer reporting to her superiors. They encountered pathological warp activity. The crew is reporting failures in the Geller field system. The ship is doomed. Whoever finds this recording, I ask you to hold a prayer service for our souls. I also ask you to take the family relics of the Van Dane line from cRPG Gamma. The relics are stored. The captain then specified the location of a family vault and access code. Recorded ending. There's nothing left to do on the cursed deck. There's time to return to the shuttle. A message came in from the unit led by the seasoned, unflappable Grey Matina. The captain methodically reported on all the service-based sections the team had already examined. They found nothing of value. They found no bodies. There had been no incidents, and the search was further proceeded as normal. The unit was waiting for further instructions from the Lord Captain. Well, the tech priest said there was something there. After distilling the salient points from Grey Matter's exhaustive report, I listed the areas that wanted a more thorough search. Yeah. Fucking hell. After returning to the shuttle, Jellymancer received reports about Fireborn status. The tech priests who relentlessly pierced the wreckage with the auger gaze insisted on curtailing the operation as soon as possible, fearing imminent destruction. There were also reports from the 2 other units. The second unit succeeded in moving through the danger zone and returned to the shuttle with a valuable payload taken from the dead ship's stores. A Grey Matinus unit had explored the service bay without incident and, not wasting any time, had marked valuable components for later disassembly and transfer to the rogue trader's ship. Las pistol. Cogitate. That's yeah. I got a couple of those. These are all just cargo, apart from the las pistol. And the longbows. Okay. The units assembled at the shuttles and the Lord Captain gave the final orders Grim Expedition. Honor the memory of Captain Nurgle Van Dane and a crew. The last request of the fallen captain had been fulfilled. Wow, massive experience. The improvised funeral began with a brief military salute, the rogue trader herself reciting the prayer for the souls of the Fireborn. Just as any honoured servant of the Emperor who has dedicated their life to voyaging through the darkness will honour their fellows and mourn their deaths. Time was up. The scouting party returned to the ship with one last look at the Fireborn, the rogue trader. Gave the order to fire upon the dead vessel at range. For that which was born in fire should also perish in fire. Wow. Fucking writing. But brilliant. I love that. These little story things. So much feeling and this scene setting in it. It's brilliant. I love it. And we've all levelled. What? Yes, we have. So, I'll pause, do it all again, and come back and tell you what I've done. How long have I been recording now? 32 minutes. That's just 15 minutes just in this section. Right. See you in a sec. Well, that was a time-consuming business. I seem to look at a temporary bug. I know, I'll get through to it. Anyway, main character. Willpower. It's no brainer, really. And side rating +1, so now I've got 2. And because we've took this, the side rating gives me +1 every time an ally uses a heroic act. So every time I do that, its finest hour, it goes up to 3, 4, 5. And that's really cool because we get this. Give me the hover over. Alright, okay. Staff is 5 plus the Emperor's Wrath. Well, the resolve. So it's like 16. That's the power level of the staff. And this, I have all of that. So from 1 to 1 plus side rating, which is 2 at the moment, so that's minimum of 3 times 16. And that will go up to 4 times 16, 5 times 16, 6 times 16. And my resolve will go up as well. So it's a wide range. But still. That's going to be really important going forward, I think. Actually do some damage for our Lady and Saviour Argenta. Basic skill and heavy weapon proficiency. I had written down to get the Eldari weapon proficiency. because some of the old Irish sniper rifles are just OP. But in the latest patch, came out a couple of days ago, no more Adeptus Sororitas can they use any Xeno weapons at all. So with this, to have a heavy bolter, she only needs, instead of 60, she needs 35. I just need to get a 1 increase in strength, and she can use a heavy bolter in a second hand. Right, Cassia. We have perception. That's really important for her. Some of her navigator powers go off willpower and perception. Some just perception. And then up into the warp. Enemies affected by the navigator's abilities suffer a -10 penalty to the next resistance test from navigator's powers. So I can debuff them to take down the willpower or whatever, and toughness. And then I can do either a little steer or move them or something like that. And again, they'll have -10 to that test to resist it. Pascal, ballistic skill. He's so fucking tanky now, look at that. Well, he's a beast. His toughness isn't tanky, but he's a beast. Because it now scales off his intelligence. And I got that again, just boost his intelligence up. I was going to get a plasma weaponry, but he's already got it and stuff, so he's really starting to come together as a I was going to get heavy weapons for him as well, but again his strength is way low, and he then use a heavy plasma, but don't have a heavy plasma yet, so it's not really worth it. Ballistic skill for Jai and plasma weapon expert, +2 damage, because she uses her plasma weapons more than the burst shuriken pistols. I've noted. Oh, ballistics is okay, but neither of the pistols have got very great range. Earlier it's just agility, because that's extra dodge, extra lethality, all rolls up, and Drukhari weapon proficiency. So now she can have no, she must not have features. Adeptus Sororitas, there, look, that's a new thing. So now she can use the Drukhari weapons. I haven't equipped any yet, but that's okay. Hynix, we've got weapon scale and extra psi rating. He's now psi rating 2. Idira. Now when I looked at this earlier, all of these were blank when I was going through it. And same here. About 3/4 of these were just blank. When I hovered over them, nothing would pop up. And it seems like I had to go and do Abelard and a couple of other people before coming back to Idira, and it just seemed to work again. So Idira has took Perception and Mind Thief. Anytime an enemy becomes the target of any particular psychic ability, for the first time, this enemy suffers a -5 to Intelligence and Perception. And the psychic intelligence and perception increases by +2 to the end of combat. Their perception is their ability to dodge. That's not, it's the awareness skill and reduces enemy dodge. That's what it is. Abelard, straight up weapon skill and toughness training. That's pretty cool. There's nobody else, was there? Did I miss anyone? No. I could now have a look at earlier to see what weapons you can have. You can actually use Drukhari weapons. I don't think there's any decent ones. Well, apparently you can use Drukhari. That's doesn't have the strength for that. Starblight, Windrose Portent. It's not quite as good. Well, that's exotic, isn't it? No, yeah, you can use this now, but you're not into melee. Doesn't have the strength for that. Eldari long rifles worth of wondrous portent. I thought I had some Drukhari weapons. Maybe it was all melee weapons. And that one. That was more Eldari than Drukhari. Yeah, because I was going to give Cassia an Eldari weapon. There was a lot more damage. Better armor pen. But she can't use them anymore. But she'd be doing stupid damage. Not really at the top end, but the armor pen, extra 5%. And a much tighter range of damage, 18 to 21 instead of 14 to 20. That would have been brilliant. That's just Oh, the Imperial Pride is quite good. Let me have a look at the heavy bolter. Where is it? Did I get the heavy bolter? Or did I get the... Yeah. Fires 8. 69, so it's 12 to 18, so it can do more, but better armor pen. But the Imperial Pride, damage against Xenos and Psykers. I mean, I can double that up as well for one turn with the thing she has to double the rate of fire. The recoil of the heavy bolt is way worse than the Imperial Pride though. The recoil figure there, that gets reduced off every shot of your accuracy after the first shot. Anyway, moving on. Enough of that. 42 minutes in. Okay, I've done one thing. What time is it? Okay, 10 minutes or so, then I'm off to the pub. To chart the routes. No, Pillars of Verdis. Unsafe, that's fine. Well, nothing happened. Pillars of Verdis. Nothing here. Steel times 3. Ice world, okay. And Inquisition shipwreck. I'll leave that for a second. I'll come back to it. Plasteel times 7. And oh, bollocks. Didn't mean to click on that. The augurs have detected the remnants of an ancient mining ship that crashed on the planet. It looks like it was carrying equipment and settlers to a new mining site. Certain the ship might prove useful, but it carries uncertain risks. Conduct a search. Oh fuck. Should have been Nabalar doing that. I did it, Jesus Christ. The search were able to retrieve the last surviving extraction under the debris. They suffered no losses and returned to the ship triumphant. Wow. Nice. That was lucky. Save that. Let's get to here. Absolutely nothing. I'll go and get that plasteel times 7, I think. Yeah. Because it's 7 just for one extraction. And I got a free extraction here. And yeah, it's not too bad. better than using 2 or 3 to get up to the, like, a 3, a 2 and a 2. Right, save that if I can, yes. And let's go with this Inquisition shipwreck. Okay. Taking Jai there, well, that'll be fun. Oh, sorry, Earliet. Madeira, maybe? Too late now.
Let us not dawdle. Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Melter charge. Okay. I think an Inquisition is going to be a black ship, isn't it? Sentry's key card, which was used to transport unregistered psykers to re-education centres, inverted commas.
Operation successful.
These soldiers were killed by shots in the back. It seems they were executed by their own comrade, who then used his last charge to blow his own brains out.
I always keep my options open.
The Psyker's got 3, and some of them are absolute psychos.
Keep a sharp eye.
That's demolition. Okay.
The Emperor favors me today.
Does he? There's a gaping hole in each corpse's head. They were brought out one at a time and shot from behind at point-blank range. I'm not using Pascal for this. Exactly, yeah. It's only 70%. Okay.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
The readings indicate the ship's reactor is still running, though perhaps not for long. This explains why the ship's interior is warm. I don't have Abelard for this. So yeah, 50-50 to jump.
Just as I planned.
Hey, it'll do. Take it.
I always have a backup plan.
Do you hear that? They're screaming. Passengers will keep their mouths shut. There is no screaming. No, I hear it too. Oh, Emperor. His screams are so loud. Me too, so loud. Please stop this torment. Why are you torturing us? Something's not right. Wardens, combat positions. Tell the bridge what's suspicious activity here. Get back, damn mutants. This isn't right. Can't treat us like this. What are you going to do to us? We want to live. Embrace the gift of decay. Oh, Nurgle. Nurgle's got here. Ugh. Which means a fight against... Did I miss something up here? Did. I'm gonna go back for it.
Success is the only outcome I accept. Always keep your eye on prize.
bloody shotgun, that was it. Sigh. What's this text message? Spam email.
Let us not dawdle.
Okay. Oh, because maybe I've done it once, I have to do it again.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Even Cassie, it's only 45%.
As it should be.
Okay. The eyes crudely daubed on the wall seem to track you as you move. What a one. Okay.
I always keep my options
Yeah,
open.
this looks like Nurgle to me. A squalid berth heavily sewed with blood and vomit was also equipped with straps that were used to bind its inhabitant to the bed whenever necessary. A rotten brick of cornstarch, passengers' rations. Judging by the lingering smell, it was dosed with a sedative.
Keep your wits about you.
An asthmatic rasping can still be heard from the broken vox, a screeching cacophonous melody that sets your nerves on edge and scatters your thoughts.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Pulsating. Yeah. These people were not killed by weapons fire. Perhaps there was no ammunition left for them. They were brutally butchered with knives and beaten with gun stocks.
Let us not dawdle.
This doesn't look good. Small fish, eyeless and slimy, dart and wriggle about in rank water.
I always have a backup plan.
Let's back out to here again.
I did it?
Embrace the gift of decay. She did it again. Roll a 12 this time.
I sense something nearby.
Thank you, Earliet. They all want us to burn, burn, burn. Who says that? Is that one of the ghosties? Last gun. Knife.
I always keep my options open.
Okay. This is creepy. Don't like it. Don't like it at all. And at 55 minutes, I think I'll stop this episode here. A bit of a cliffhanger. That. Can wait for the next episode. So thanks all for watching. I'm going to crack this door. There's going to be, I'm guessing, lots of Nurgle to fight and kill. So, that can all come at the beginning of the next episode. Thanks all for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye.